After opening the other project, which is this one, I didn't find anything major, so maybe I was overthinking. Um, so this is what we needed, like let's say 60 minutes, so it stays here. What I was going to say that I said was that when I when I selected, so I am going to remove this. I'm going to add a component here and then trigger on the type pointer click. Once we click, oh, I'm sorry. Once we click on this drop down, we will make it active. Okay, maybe I overthinking. I'm gonna not do this. I'm just going to have this button as part of the player dialog box. It's gonna be on, but non-interactable at the beginning. Maybe here on value change, we can drag this button interactable true. So initially the button is not interactable, but if I change the value, it becomes, and then I can continue. Okay, now I'm gonna create this system for the buttons. In all these buttons, when we click it, I want this one, the continue button to become interactable. And I'm gonna name this continue. Okay, so I added just to check this box, I added this drop down panel and buttons. So I'm gonna Now we have to create the Google form. Oh no, before that, I will control what this continue button does. So this continue button, when we click it, it's going to hide the player dialog. It's going to make the NPC dialog on. It's also going to get the NPC dialog, and in the text, wait, it's not. How do we see? Oh, here, string text. I want to write thank you just to see if it works. Yes, so it worked. And just to continue doing this without programming, what I'm gonna do now is like whenever we click, wait, we start with the NPC box. So how long can you help us out today? When we click here, it goes there. And then if I click here, 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 or even here, the continue buttons is interactable again. And if I click continue, it's gonna be changed, the text is gonna be changed to thank you. Okay, but once I click this button to continue, I want to reset this text. So I'm gonna add that functionality, because if I click here and continue here, it's gonna be thank you forever. I just wanna show one more time how to change the text. That's what I'm trying to do. So in the NPC dialog box, we have the NPC continue, which is this arrow. We already have an event trigger, so I'm gonna add one more function, and the function is going to get the very same NPC dialog, text mesh pro, text mesh pro UGUI, which is user graphical or Unity graphical user interface, perhaps, I don't know. Go down here, string text, and then I'm gonna type again how long. Maybe just like some jokes. So if I click here, this very text thank you needs to go to the other stage. Like I'm doing it again. This is the thing. It didn't work. Oh, because whenever we click continue, it's going to transform. Whenever we click continue, it's going to transform the text into thank you. So maybe here, if I click this button. Oh, wait. I accidentally put this in the object that I didn't want to. I wanted to. Oh no. Oh wait. No. It's correct. Okay. When I click this text changes to you again. And initially, when I clicked this one, it went back to the NPC box, which is correct. This arrow here is not working for me anymore. I know last time I was trying to show different ways to create different interfaces, like the NPCs on the right with the arrow to continue down here, and the player here, or maybe in the middle. Uh, let's try maybe in the middle. Hmm, yeah, maybe. I guess I'm going to continue creating the UI here because I need to select different scenes. So Scene one. To organize, I'm going to create a parent for these three buttons. I don't need a rect transform for this, just a game object to hold them. I'm gonna also do the same, create a parent without a rect transform. Alright, so do we have other scenes? No, we just have scene one. I'll duplicate scene one selecting here and then Control D. I'll rename it to scene two. I'll open scene two so I can start making changes. Since we are already, I'm gonna slightly I'm gonna start showing the dialog box, and this is gonna be player 2 dialog box. No, no, here. It's gonna be slightly red. Let me just check the hours. I have to stop in 15 minutes for a meeting. And then when we click, it's gonna go to player one. But this time we will not have the first piece. Time buttons, I'm gonna just hide here in case I ever need it again. Drop down and I'll change the text. So since we are already in scene 2, I'm going to make this button non-interactive. And I'm gonna do the same in scene 1. Another thing that I'm gonna show here is how to change colors of some only specific pieces of the text. So I'm gonna say nice to meet you, player 2. So here text player 2. But I want to make this player 2 colorful. If I change the color here in the component, all the colors will change. That's not what I want. So for me to change, I need to use rich text. So I can use tags. So rich text is enabled here in the extra settings. So I'm gonna be using this tag color equals. I'm gonna close the tag. I'm gonna, after I write, I'm gonna put tag open / color close, and then I'm gonna click here just to find which code is here. Is this? I'll copy this 6 hexadecimals. I'll Control Z so I can return to white, and I'll paste here. I guess I need to put a pound sign. Oh, that's it. Save. Another thing that I'm gonna do is to change the background. So, but instead of changing, because I don't have any other image and I don't want to be following the rabbit hole, I'm going just to be inverting the order so the chest can be on the right. You can invert by putting a negative sign into the scale like this. And this is scene 2. Save. Okay, let's see if it's working. So I guess I didn't. Yeah, the player dialog box was highlighted. I need to highlight this one first. And I'm going to improve this text dialog. I'll grab the color from here. And the blue color for player 1 was this one, so saving this. Oh yeah, I gotta remove this. Not remove, I'm gonna just continue this wordplay to show in the video how to create UI dialogues without programming. So when I click the player 1 continue, I will, no wait, when I click the player 2 continue, I can change, so and I call you, or by any chance, oh, is your nickname player 1 P1 by any chance? And we can also put those tags for color here. Not any change, it's any chance. Something that TextMesh Pro can also do is to include emoticons. I've never done that, but I love using emoticons in my daily routines. I think these emoticons or emojis, they are a form of language, and they, because they are more visual, they serve to enhance the communication and to convey feelings instead of just using characters. So I'm gonna try to learn. This is the first time I'm doing this ever, I guess. So I'm gonna use this video, 6 minutes of this video, to try to put an emoji here. So how do we go about that? Uh, I would go to Google and type how to insert emojis in TextMesh Pro Unity. And then there's a video here, class TNP sprite character. This Digital Native Studios, I guess it's TextMesh Pro's website. Yes, it's very simple. I remember. So we can use it via rich text. To use, you need a texture atlas. TextMesh Pro uses its own asset to manage them. You can use as many sprite atlases as you want, but keep in mind that using multiple atlases per text object will result in multiple draw calls for that object. So you typically use a single atlas. Using Unity Sprites Editor to divide the texture into individual sprites. I don't know if I have added the sprite editor here. So I'm gonna add the package manager. Hmm, I already have it. So Text Mesh Pro, emoji one. What? Oh, it says Sprite Atlas here. Ooh, this is super cool. Okay, there's too much information. I will start with the sprite character table. Uh, Using Sprite Atlas, default material, Text Mesh Pro Sprite list. You can use these names to identify sprite the XYW rectangle area, DO, XOF. Okay, advanced value control. Hmm. Unicode. Let's see, how do I do this? It's kind of, there's a code here. File name. Should I create another object? Text Mesh Pro, and then change this? No. Okay, something is incomplete. Let me read it again. You can create a new asset via asset create text mesh resource. You must do this while having a texture. Just create a new spine. Click on any entry to make it active. Okay, so how do I use this? Yeah, documentation is not complete, so I'll save and stop by now because I have to go to a meeting, and then I'll come back here.